How can someone overcome their addiction? If you or someone you know is suffering from an addiction, you may ask, how can someone overcome their addiction? Around the world, people are fighting addiction. It could be drugs, alcohol, or gambling. No matter what the addiction is, it's a difficult battle to overcome. We look at the ways an addict can help themselves or how they can be helped to overcome an addiction. Many people try and fail multiple times before they finally get clean. So how do people actually overcome their addiction? To answer that question, we need to take a look at what addiction is and how it works. Only then will we be able to understand how to beat it. Why is overcoming addiction is so difficult? It's no secret that addiction is a difficult issue to overcome. There are many factors that contribute to why addiction is so difficult to overcome. One of the main reasons is that addiction changes the brain. When a person is addicted to a certain drug, the chemistry of their brain changes. This change in brain chemistry makes it difficult for the individual to discontinue using the drug. Addiction also changes the way a person thinks and feels. An addicted person may not be able to think clearly or make rational decisions. They may also have difficulty controlling their emotions. This can make it hard for an addicted person to stick to a treatment plan or make other positive changes in their life. Additionally, addiction is often accompanied by other mental health disorders. This can make treatment more complex and difficult. Finally, the stigma surrounding addiction can make it hard for people to seek help. Many people feel ashamed or embarrassed about their addiction and may be reluctant to seek treatment. Overcoming addiction is a difficult but possible task. With treatment and support, many people are able to overcome addiction and live healthy, fulfilling lives. What is the first step in overcoming addiction? If you're struggling with drug abuse or addiction, know that you're not alone. Millions of people in the United States are facing similar challenges. But there is hope. Recovery is possible. The first step to overcoming drug abuse or addiction is recognizing that you have a problem. This can be difficult, but it's an important step. Once you realize that you need help, you can reach out to family, friends, or professionals for support. If you're not sure whether you have a problem with drugs, there are some signs to look for. Do you use more of the drug than you intended to? Do you keep using the drug even though it's causing problems in your life? Do you spend a lot of time thinking about the drug or getting it? Do you keep using the drug even though you know it's harming your health? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may have a problem with drugs. But don't despair. There is help available. If you're struggling with drug abuse or addiction, the first step is to reach out for help. You don't have to go through this alone. There are many people who care about you and want to see you get well. Reach out to your family and friends. They can provide support and understanding, and they can help you find the resources you need to get assistance. You can also reach out to your doctor or mental health professional. They can provide you with information about treatment options and referrals to resources in your community. Remember, recovery is possible. With help, you can overcome drug abuse and addiction and build a healthy, happy life. Is it possible to stop an addiction? Technically, yes. It is possible to stop an addiction. However, it is important to understand that addiction is a chronic disease that requires ongoing treatment and management. Stopping an addiction requires a comprehensive and individualized approach that addresses the person's physical, psychological, and social needs. Treatment typically includes medication, counseling, and support groups. Successful recovery from addiction is possible, but it is a lifelong process. Relapse is common, but with treatment and support, people can and do recover. 5 tips for quitting an addiction. When you're trying to quit an addiction, setting a specific quit date is crucial. This gives you a concrete goal to work towards and helps to keep you motivated. Pick a date that is realistic for you, and make sure to tell your friends and family about it so they can support you. Your environment plays a big role in triggering your addiction. If you're trying to quit smoking, for example, get rid of all cigarettes and ashtrays from your home. If you're trying to quit drinking, stay away from bars and liquor stores. And if you're trying to quit using drugs, stay away from people who use them. When you're trying to quit an addiction, it's important to find other things to do that can help take your mind off of your craving. This could include exercising, reading, spending time with friends and family, or pursuing a hobby. It's normal to have setbacks when you're trying to quit an addiction. If you do slip up, don't be too hard on yourself. Just get back on track and try again. It can also be helpful to review your previous attempts at quitting, so you can learn from your mistakes. Quitting an addiction is easier when you have the support of friends and family. Let your loved ones know that you're trying to quit, and ask them for their help. You can also join a support group for people who are going through the same thing as you. Addiction is a complex problem that involves many different areas of the brain. When someone becomes addicted to something, they are seeking relief from their problems and trying to find pleasure. The addiction hijacks the brain's reward system and makes it difficult for the person to stop using the substance or engaging in the behavior. However, with treatment and support, people can overcome their addictions. Originally published at goodimprovements.com on November 16, 2022.